What's up, everyone? Welcome to Picksburgh, and you're joining us today for ECOM and Beyond, the Pickin' and Hustlin' morning show. What is going on? Appreciate you guys coming out and being here, and my buddy over here, Nate Dizzy. Every day I'm hustling. What up? We are here today, and it's a special day. We're getting ready to party. See, I got the table set and everything today, folks. I am ready to celebrate my friend Resale. But I do want to say hello to the people who are joining us in the chat. Appreciate each and every one of you guys. We have Cajun Roots Reseller. He gets that broski point. And you know what else we got is a man, a myth, and a legend. And also Zion Williamson's best friend. Boom.
What? What's up, everybody?
Hey.
I set the table for you guys this morning.
I love it.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Thank you very, very much. I don't feel a day older than 39.
Nate prepared a special song for you today. Go ahead.
Oh, boy.
Special song?
Yeah, go ahead. You've been practicing all night.
I was hoping for the first lion tamer dance. That's what I was hoping.
I was not hoping for a lion tamer dance.
It's more like just your average two-step. That's about it. That's the only thing the beard does is a little two-step.
Yes, indeed.
That's awesome.
Well, thank y'all so much for having us on.
Oh man, it's an honor. Like I'm really happy to have you guys on, especially on your birthday. What better time to have you on than the day that's all about you.
Tim says you're still in your Target uniform.
Target? Oh no, this is my Georgia Bulldog colors.
Yeah, he just had to intercept a few packages from the MJ Holdings Company.
I've been trying. We've already been to Walmart this morning, so if that tells you anything.
They're supposed to stop today, so we're hoping that maybe we catch them sometime today.
Yeah, a buddy of mine said that the Walmart right by my house is supposed to restock today, so I'm going to head there like literally right after the show and check.
Yeah, that's us too. We checked once. We're going to go back and see what we can find.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we have found out that sometimes it works in your favor to be early, and sometimes you just have to hit it at the right time. I mean, there's really no rhyme or reason to it around here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. I like how your background has changed a little bit, Nate.
Oh, there's Zion. There's my friend.
Yeah.
Come to the party.
Yeah, I mean, we couldn't have a birthday party my head fell off my body there a minute. There. We couldn't have a birthday party for Rev without inviting, of course, one of your two best friends. I mean,
yes,
we had to
That is perfect.
Oh, if Zion comes out of the cake today, I'll be very excited if it's in card form.
Right. That one-on-one would be wonderful.
All right.
Nikki T, have you pulled this one yet?
Yes.
I pulled that one almost 20 years ago.
Yep.
There you go.
I don't know if Dan, the man, the IT man, did that or not, but I need to get a printout of that. We need to put that on the wall.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
That needs to go next to the picture of me and Ja and Zion.
I'm sure by the end of the show, those will probably be provided for you.
Yep.
I want to say good morning to Simply Dana. She's going to be doing a mosaic opening at 11:45 today. She has a premiere right after the show. So at some point, we'll probably drop that in the chat. If anybody wants to see that, feel free to check it out. We got Michael in the house, Thrifting Goomba. Appreciate you being here, Michael. And we got Ray Sandollar. Thanks for being here, Ray. Appreciate it.
Yeah, Ray, I think, said earlier that he celebrates his 40th wedding anniversary tomorrow.
That's awesome.
That's really cool.
It was a good year. 1980 was awesome.
Oh, yep. I'm already getting Instagram messages from Yoda.
Oh, there it is.
There they are.
It looks like you got your head's dangling, and then you have like ECOM Beyond tattoo on your chest.
I do. I got like the Grimes finds, like Tupac stuff. And then down on my belly. You want to know what's on my belly? Work fulfilled.
You know what?
I tell you,
That's great.
it looks like when the curtain has rolled back and it's like Oz in a Cleveland Cavaliers hat. That's cool.
Yeah.
I'm off to see the wizard, the wonderful wizard.
ECOM.
Yeah, VCOM.
Yeah.
I have been like rolling in the sales today. It's been awesome.
That's awesome, man.
I had an auction for Mosaic go off, and that's it for me. It's been so bad lately. I don't know what's going on.
You auctioned off a box of cards, I guess?
Oh no, I did a it was like a group of players like from the Suns from the Mosaic set. It was an auto from Aaron Baines. It was a Devin Booker Prism, Orange Ice, and then there's like a bunch of different Mosaic cards with it. And yeah, it was. I got an opening bid at $20 though. That was plenty for me. I was really happy with that. So.
Oh yeah, there's some meat on the bone there to unload a few cards for $20.
Thank you.
Right, I made out. I was happy about it. There was nothing. I mean, of course, like the Aaron Baines autograph, but it's not any. Yeah, getting better, Anthony. Getting better.
I'm
Still
trying.
need that bobblehead. Y'all gotta get that doo-doo brown bobblehead.
Yep.
Perfect.
Yeah, definitely. We're gonna definitely get something doo-doo brown custom made for the giveaway in the beginning of the month.
Yes. Oh,
What's up,
goodness.
These little erasers that the little smell-o-vision erasers, but it's got to be chocolate smell. We don't want no smell-o-vision.
Yeah. The bobblehead have the doo-doo brown and have the bobblehead wearing the ECOM and Beyond shirts.
That would be awesome. That'd be really cool.
I wonder if we can custom that like that. I know the last time I looked,
cool.
it was pretty plain how they were,
Yeah.
but if you can customize shirts and stuff now, that would be awesome. I would definitely
That
get
would be
one.
cool.
I'll have to check it out.
Yeah.
Oh, Johnny, that's awesome, man. He has your videos on his auto playlist, so it plays all day for you guys to get you over that watch time hours.
Now, y'all are the
Thank you.
y'all are awesome. There's so many people that have done that. Y'all know more about the YouTube business than we do, so maybe you can tell me. The analytics page on the computer shows that I'm already at 4,000 hours over the last 365. But then if I go to the monetization page, it's showing like 3.825. I mean, it's not showing 4,000. I don't know the difference between the two numbers. Maybe one's a day late or a day lag. I don't know.
Yeah, honestly, I don't really know because I had the opposite problem since like I did a lot of lives early on. Like I had my watch time hours like months and months and months before I ever even got close to like 1K.
Yeah.
Honestly, for me, like I didn't even see that page. Like when I first signed up for my account, I pre-filled all the monetization stuff, like the AdSense count, all that stuff. I had it all submitted, ready to go. So basically, once I hit it, it auto submitted it, or it was already in. And that was when basically the Rona first hit. So it took time to get through, but it eventually did. And then, I got approved and everything. But yeah, as soon as I hit enough subs and everything like that, it just automatically just sent it through. So if you have your stuff like filled in already, it will just automatically just push it through. So if you're hunting mosaics or at a yard sale and you hit it, it's already on its way. You don't have to forget it, you won't forget about it or whatever. So
yeah, I need to do that probably when we get off today. I need to go on and fill all of that out.
Dan says analytics is real time and monetization is a daily snapshot, so it's delayed.
Look at Dan
So,
that joking knows.
Maybe we hit it.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, the analytics are real time. We're already at 4K. So thank you. Y'all are some awesome people for doing that. But keep watching just in case it's not.
Keep them playlists rolling, guys.
little extra cushion.
Yep.
Oh, yes, indeed. We'll take what we can get. I don't know if this will ever be. I know that y'all are the same way. I mean, we just love the community, so it's not about the money, but there's just something. There's a goal, and if the goal is to get to 4,000 hours, of course we want to do it.
Absolutely.
That competitive spirit. We'll get after it.
Yeah, we've been
think
competing this morning already.
I think more or less like anything that you put effort and time into, if you can get a little trickle effect, because honestly, it's you do a live, you make $1 or whatever. I mean, it's nothing ever to brag about or hang your hat on, but you know, at the end of the month or after a couple months or whatever, when you get a little payment, because they wait till you get $100 worth of stuff before they send it to you. You know, you add it to your production, you do giveaways. You know, we usually do stuff like that, and you know, because we love what we do, and we try to help everyone. So it's just something what we do.
I want to make a penny so I can write stuff like this off.
Yep.
You know,
All right.
Yeah.
can't do that on you know, unless you're making money. So if I make a penny, we can help Uncle Sam out a little.
Yeah, I definitely believe that you'll be doing that, making a lot of pennies. Aaron wants to know if this is the channel where we receive cake and ice cream at. Absolutely. We got a really big cake for you guys today.
Yeah.
Celebration of Rev Resale.
That cake will dunk on you too. You get more than 2 pieces, that jug will go, wow.
You know. Do you remember the ice cream?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know about the ice cream. I mean, I see all of you got the CDs that you burnt, but where's the ice cream at?
Ice cream's on the other side of the jacket.
Yeah, it might be on the other side, or it's in the trunk. That's where all the good stuff's at, in the trunk.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to have to
sure
like
we'll get a picture.
run out and get some more for a minute there.
Yeah, I'll stop at the store real quick.
Let's just go. We'll all go together.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was running and running and running.
As bad as I hate to say this, my hair is pretty similar to that right now.
Yes.
I
have
think
not gotten
Dan M is probably the real star of the show, of like pretty much all the shows in our community right now.
Yeah.
Definitely a trendsetter.
Yeah.
He's definitely the meme king.
That he is.
Yeah, there's no doubt, and he can do it. I mean, he's like the Jennifer Hayes moderating. He's the meme guy because he can knock them out in no time.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Because of such how he does it so quick, I have to, when I'm hosting the show, I always leave my Instagram up just because there might be something hot off the presses coming through.
Oh yeah.
Now, can you load it in StreamYard like while you're doing a StreamYard?
Yep.
Like while you're live, cool. Yeah, we've done. I think we need to somehow figure out how to hardwire my computer because I mean, y'all, and I think when it goes down to 2, it goes a lot. You know,
this is literally
how pixely.
You just go over here, you click that, and you just pick the picture you want, and then literally you just click.
And you could either that do like you know, you can add like video like how I did like the LL Stash dance video and the Doo Doo Brown song. That's actually a small clip of a video that, you know, obviously makes the Doo Doo Brown noise and everything like that sound or whatever. So
yeah, but see, like our picture now, our video, I mean, it looks crystal. I mean, it looks awesome, but when it's just us and we're covering the whole screen when we're going live, it's not as crisp. So I think maybe either y'all's is actually better. I think when we do ours, but it's cool. We're still trying to figure out the live stuff.
Yeah.
What?
I love that shirt Nikki T has on. That is amazing.
Thank you. It was actually it was a birthday gift from my best friend. She sent it to me. No, misspoke. Sorry, a birthday gift from a family friend of ours. She sent me the cup.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I got him on my coffee cup too.
The Yoda cup.
That's awesome. I want to say good morning to Kelly. ECOM on board. Good morning. We got Shane M in the house, all the way from Minnesota, to wish you a happy birthday.
Hey, happy birthday, Shane. Or thank you, Shane, for the happy birthday. I was reading and I did it wrong. I was actually thinking about Dana. Simply Dana just put on, she's doing the new unboxing, and I'm envious. I don't know if y'all ever get that. I know I have caused envy in the YouTube community when I bring all these cards out, but now that we don't have any, now I'm envious of everyone else.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a feeling you'll probably be finding some today.
Yeah, I hope so. Me and my wife are fighting. We have earphones on, and I keep elbowing.
See him get throat punched.
So my wife's not the only one to come at someone's Adam's apple, huh?
Yes, that's right. We choked out.
Nope.
Want to say good morning to Paul? Thanks for being here, bud.
Yeah, we actually started a video this morning, and we're taking the let's see what the hell's what advice, and we're doing a competition yard sale all the weekend. We got $100 a piece, and we're going to try to see who can comp out the most per dollar. So if she only spends 50 and I spend 100, we're just going to do like dollar for dollar. So $1 gets us 10, or $1 gets us 5. And we haven't even talked about what we'll win.
I don't know. We need to make a trophy or something.
Trophy, man. She want a trophy. I just I want a cake or a high five or something. She's talking about a trophy. But we're gonna
get Mint 10 Zion or something.
I'm gonna get a T-shirt that says "All I do is win, win, win."
The wives do win. There is no doubt. Even if they lose, they find out a way to win. At least that's the way it works in my house.
Yep, definitely. Want to say good morning to Myra, also to Hip Flippin Mama, one of the most wonderful women in all of the reselling community. Always makes me smile.
That smile's so pretty.
Got a 99-cent super sticker of Doody Brown from Bill Stoner.
Thank you so much, though. I really appreciate
Sure, we
that.
get that early. We'll get that in as early as we can in the show.
Get down there, see if I can find it.
Hey, Joe, thank you for the happy birthday. Man, we're rooting for you to find some cards as well. I think I didn't drive 600 miles yesterday, but I know the feeling, brother. I know the feeling.
Yeah, thank you so much, Bill. I really appreciate the 99 cents. Definitely not necessary, but very much appreciated. I want to say hi to Joe Philly Picker. Appreciate you being here, Joe. We got KJ with them Steeler hearts saying happy birthday to Rev.
Hey, thank you, thank you.
We got Amy, the hot mess thrifter. Good morning, Amy. I'm glad that you're here. Chat is jumping. Good morning, Dave. Thanks so much for being here, man. Really appreciate it. Dave's a good buddy of mine, lives local.
Cool. Hey, Dave. Think Shane asked, is the competition going to be rigged? If I can figure out a way to rig it in my favor, brother, this thing's going to be rigged. I had to set the rules early. Y'all know we don't want to change the rules mid-game, so we have to comp. I have to comp. Has to be a sold comp. We don't want these Nicky T just finding something. Oh, look what it's selling for. So
if you're looking what it's selling for, look for Disney VHS.
Right?
What did you
like the one sitting on the shelf of shame up there?
Be calling folks bragging. Ooh, guess what I just found?
Yeah.
Actually, he's bought more than than I have this morning. I've only bought 2 things. I'm $6 in right now.
Yeah, I've already spent like $100, but it wasn't all one. It was at like a pallet place, and I bought all kind of stuff. So,
but that doesn't count. We said yard sales.
Yeah, that'll be yard sales. You got something? What did you get? The $30?
I actually did get Disney this morning. Somebody had a Mickey Mouse waffle iron for sale, so I bought that because the last one sold for $30 plus $8 shipping. So I picked it up for $4.
Nice. Yeah, those do pretty well for sure.
Yeah. He was fussing at me. She had $5 on it, and I asked her, I said, is there any wiggle room? She said, how about 4? I said, okay. He's like, you trying to get this woman down?
She's negotiating. I didn't want her to negotiate. I wanted her to do the 5 because that would look more in my favor if she paid more for it. But I'm going to be selling it, so I'm glad she got it for $4.
Love you too, Mama. She said, happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Thank you. Hip flipping, Mama.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any plans for your birthday?
You can tell it.
Sunday, we're going to...
after being in church with people for the first time in like 3 months.
Because everything's open now and all the stuff's been lifted as of today. We're going to Fogo de Chao, the Brazilian all-you-can-eat place for his birthday. We have a group that we tend to hang with just about every weekend, so they're all going with us to celebrate the big 4-0.
Yep.
That's awesome.
So the meat factory is what I call it. And I can't even believe they serve salad and vegetables there. It's like a one price. You go in, you pay it, and they just bring like trays of meat around all the time. So if I put anything green in my mouth, I need somebody to slap my cheek, because if I'm paying $100, I want steak, and steak.
Yeah.
There's a restaurant like that in Pittsburgh. I can't remember what it's called, but I remember my sister.
Texas State Brazil.
Is that what?
Yes.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
That is true. We went to one of those in Alabama last year. It's actually the first time we've had something like it. We went, oh my gosh.
They had it was like the rib meat, but it wasn't like the ribs, but it was a beef, and it was like a cut of meat. Oh my, that was the best. I never would have thought, but boy, it was some kind of good.
If you leave there hungry, it's your fault.
Yeah.
I mean, really, because
For
it's
sure.
all you can eat. They bring it around, cut off however many pieces you want. Different, steaks are cooked however you want it. You can tell them, I want medium rare. Oof, it's so good.
Nicole Nikki T stole the little paddle thing. I don't know if she stole it. I think you can have it. But she took it to the bedroom, and I thought, hold up now, that's where it's at. But she turns it over green and red.
I apologize to everybody in the chat for Rev today.
But she did. That's where it's at. I mean, we don't use it.
You ruined your birthday surprise, Rev. See,
that's exactly right.
But yeah, you keep it green for the more if you want to keep eating, and red if you don't. So.
Yeah.
She didn't know, but I've altered the one that she put in there. I got green on both sides, so she'd be trying to just turning it.
Oh,
That's awesome.
Okay.
Me and Anthony and a few other people go to that place, they probably would shut down because we would tear that up.
Oh yeah. Well, we went last year with this same group for some people's birthdays last year, and we could tell the longer we sat, the less they would come around, because it's like they're ready for us to go.
They didn't know the real though. I'd be waving across the room. I'd be like, "Hey, come here, bring that over this way." So we get our money's worth.
Every time just a whole bunch of this meat comes over, they'll have to do a special ceremony for each cow that gets slaughtered that they brought over to us, basically. Well, I guess 4 cattle today. Like, are you guys done yet, or are we just gonna keep bringing them around? Green means go. Keep going.
I can't wait to go to a place like that again. They just started opening up some dining rooms in restaurants in PA. Just the other day, I went to take my cat to the vet yesterday, and I noticed that Applebee's right across from it was open. Yeah. So I was like, that's awesome. Like, I didn't realize that, that was a thing yet.
Well, I know Kemp here actually just lifted,
our governor
pretty much just lifted everything. He said, the restrictions on parties are pretty much gone. I know, but it's kind of weird because we're still under quote unquote a state of emergency until I think mid-July, but he's lifting all the executive orders about limiting parties, limiting all this. So
just wanting everybody to socially distance and do the, do right.
So we haven't ventured out really. So this will be a first time really getting out into an actual building to eat since this all started. Outside
of our building, it'll be the first time in a while, and I'm glad it's the meat factory, because that's the type buffet that I'm interested in.
Yeah. Definitely. Kelly, the ECOM Mom Ward asked, "What was your favorite type of ice cream?"
Mint chocolate chip. That is our go-to. So Baskin Robbins. That was our second date. Our first date was at the Waffle House.
Nope.
It wasn't?
Nope.
We don't want to get into that story, but we know the truth. She just wants it to be some fancy place, and it was the Waffle House. But yeah, we like mint chocolate chip. I think that's both of our favorites.
Yeah, my favorite.
So, I'm a fan of that as well, but I'm pretty equal opportunity.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I don't turn down much when it comes to ice cream.
That wouldn't be my first choice, but I could dig it. I'm not a mint fan. I've had that once, and I was like, I don't know.
There was a lot of things that I would not. Yeah, thank you. We'll be on the lookout. I've actually got some gifts. Now that Anthony's here, I've been telling him. I think he sent me the address, but I've got some
stuff coming.
I've got some fire coming your way.
Yeah, I was in the Steelers.
So we need to. I've
You
had
get
it
to be a happy
sitting here
man.
on my desk.
Yeah, I have some Atlanta stuff pulled aside for you.
Yeah, but yeah, it's coming. It's some that are Mason Rudolph rookie cards, some Colin Sexton.
Have y'all
Right.
seen, talking about cards, did you see that Cajun got the 1-of-1 Chase Young card? I
No.
think it was out of 718 breaks.
No, I didn't. That's awesome.
And he got some fire.
That's really cool. That dude is like a magnet to like expensive cards. It's
Yeah.
insane.
He has pulled some.
Like every time I watch his channel, it's like, are you kidding me, dude? Like,
Right.
like
Yeah.
one of these packs has to suck.
Yeah, he never gets those. I don't know.
Nate's like, is he buying like hot packs or like how's this happening?
Right?
Say good morning to Susie Woozy. Appreciate you being here.
Hello, hello.
Are you talking about the pink fluorescent Trae Young?
Yeah, he
Yes.
got one that was 1 out of 15. I mean, that's fire. That's a great card.
Definitely.
Well, it's like Danica, Lady Luck. She pulled the hollow LeBron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got one out of a break with Kevin. I was like, you know what? Lakers haven't got any cards. I'm gonna get it. And I got a orange mosaic out of there. So
Yes.
A LeBron?
yeah.
Wow.
That's a good card. I mean, it's
Oh yeah. It's at least $60 at least
Yeah.
from what I was seeing. Like a lot of people list them at and everything.
just the regular silvers, though. They, not the silver mosaic, but just the regular silver prisms. They're a whole lot more. For whatever reason, they're not numbered. They're just, and I sold it. I think the first weekend they came out, I pulled that exact card, and I think I got 180 for it.
They're climbing.
And now 45 days later, they're going for $300. So
Would you see Flip with Chris? He posted that Zion Prism, $670.
I just gave my buddy a hanger box for like getting me and
Oh
Nate
my
some
God.
cards. He pulled this
Yeah.
one out of there. It's the variation Zion. It's
Yeah,
like worth over
that's,
$200 raw.
yeah,
I was like, dude, that is awesome. Like every time I give him something for hooking me up with product, he always pulls like, something insane.
Yeah.
But that
that's
was awesome.
always my thing. When I get the cards and it's the Baptist lottery ticket in me, not that I don't want to give them away or sell them, and I think Nikki T's already told me if we get cards today, Joe's going to get a
If
box.
we find boxes, we are mailing a box to
So
Philly
Philly Picker, you're going to get one if
We
you
are
go
sending you a
600
box.
miles. But only outside of stuff like that. I mean, we want to open everything. I'd rather lose money and open the packs than I would, I don't know, to sell it and then somebody say, "Hey man, I got a 1 out of 1 Zion," and I'll be like,
Yeah, I've already learned that with selling the packs, you know what I mean? And then like I open up, it's like, doo-doo brown.
yeah. Uh-huh.
But I get so happy when somebody gets like something
Oh, I
good
do too.
out of a pack that I gave them, you know what I mean? Because then it makes me feel good. Like, well, at least they got something like that they can treasure or make money on.
Oh yeah. That's sweet, but I don't feel that way. I'm just kidding. I do. I'm right there with you.
Kim said happy birthday.
Hey, happy birthday. I do that all the time. Kim, if you have watched any of my messages online, preaching and sitting down causes me to burp. And I don't know why. I'll just be preaching. It happens all the
It
time.
drives everybody crazy. Everybody picks on them about it.
Even some of our old people have pointed it out. And it's kind of like, why y'all got to be mean like that? But we have a good time with it. They love me. They sort of love me.
I have the opposite effect. When I preach, I like sweat really bad, like TD Jakes, and it just gets everywhere. I'm like a sponge infecting everything by the end of it.
Need that hanky rag like he has. He's always
Exactly.
Lady Young Luck Junk said that, wow, Anthony, you give away good boxes. I swear he gives away the best boxes to whoever hooks up. So if you ever need a hookup from Anthony, have him pick some boxes.
Yeah, I have, what do I have, like 3 boxes or so, like sitting upstairs for you, Nate?
Yeah. I'm like, man.
So hopefully Nate got some fire.
Yeah.
Like mine was okay, but I didn't get like no Zions or Jar or nothing like that. I did get a lot of Cavs, so I was happy about that.
I haven't seen a lot of like Cajun. His big score last time was the little bronze. He didn't get a whole lot of Williamson. Jaws and Williamson seem to be hiding right now.
I think they all moved to Georgia.
Yeah.
Zion went down to Georgia. He's looking for the Porterdale's Baptist Church.
There you go.
Yeah, I think what we need Anthony to buy the boxes, and then we'll buy them off Anthony, and then let Nikki T open the boxes, and it'll be like double fire. That would be.
There you go. That's the combo.
Yeah, that would be the way to do
it. Definitely. I want to say good morning to David. Thank you so much for being here, David. Awesome to see you, my friend. We got Dapper Tiger in the house. What up, Sam? He says, good morning, Rev. Happy birthday, Rev,
Yeah, man. Hey, Sam, thank you.
You trying to tell everybody else?
Yeah, I'm telling everybody. I'm reading it and trying to say it and read it at the same time. So, looks like OBX. Eric's is in here. Eric, thank you very much for the happy birthday.
Eric has a show tonight with What the Hells. Should be pretty awesome. What?
Yeah.
They're talking all YouTube tonight. It's going to be if you're a content creator, you should watch that because like for me, like I want my channel to go to the next level. I don't want to stay where I'm at. Just the other day, like when Nate was going through my channel talking about like the thumbnails and like how much it's improved, and it's like, yeah, that's true. Like, because if I kept that same caliber of, content or way of thinking, I wouldn't ever advance to like where I feel like I can get with YouTube. So I'm gonna get my pen out, get me a notepad. I'm gonna be taking some notes because just from the taste we had on Monday, Jeremy knows his stuff, and it's like
no doubt.
Because not only is his channel successful, but the people he's taken under his wing and kind of mentored and taught the things he knows, their channels are also successful. So
yeah,
if you guys would definitely hit that bell notification to go check out OBX and the boys tonight.
Well, like Sam says, Sam says he sent with us, keep educating yourself. I think that's the best thing you can do because, even YouTube's ever changing and your people watching you, your audience, you gotta, so.
Yeah, that's one thing you can learn about Jeremy is that he doesn't mind to give it a shot. I think that's one thing for us. We sort of can get in a rut and just do what's sold videos, or they have an audience that they can gamble, and just like the coin pushers. I don't know if he knew that the coin pusher videos are going to be popular, but that's some of his hottest videos right now are the coin pushers. Yeah, and it's interesting. I don't know why, but I watch it too. I'll be all, but it's good stuff. So try different things.
The video with the pyramid of 20s and hundreds, I'd most definitely played that.
That's one from yesterday?
No, that was from it was probably the one before they came on our show, probably about a week ago or so. And
I think it had a gold coin right inside of the $100.
Yeah.
We were watching,
you'd never knew.
We were watching the video yesterday in bed, and we had to come downstairs because we were getting ready to go on Auctions Anonymous last night. And I went to go turn off the TV, and my wife's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, what are you talking about? I'm going downstairs. She's like, "I need to see if they get the little boxes with the dollars in them." And I was like, I wasn't even thinking that she was like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like I'm just chilling there watching YouTube, something that I like to do, and then next thing you know, my wife got completely mesmerized by the coin pusher. And I didn't even know
it's so smart. I mean, you have to sit there and wait until they get it. And I mean, if you invest 5 minutes, you're gonna be there an hour because you want to see if they're gonna get it. Absolutely. And that's really the piece of advice that he shared is always keep the bait on the hook for people to keep watching the videos. And that's something really I'd never thought about. I mean, but it has. If you think about it, if there's always something for them to wait for, they'll watch more of the video than just the first few minutes. So,
right.
Even a piece of advice.
Like, and then throw like a little teaser in there, like do right up to the part where it's about to give you the information. It's like, and then just cut it off and have them watch the rest.
Yeah.
You have to have that. What's in there? What is that? I got to know what's that. I need to know this information. I need to know that. If you do that, then if they want to know, they'll have to watch it till the end of the video. Versus, you get in the video and you just tell everyone basically the exact point you have in the first 2 minutes, and then it's like you'll watch your watch time just trail off, which I can dig it because, you know what I mean. Like there's a lot of different videos and things out there, and you know, after a while, you're like, okay, I got what I need to know. Like if you're watching, say, a how-to video or whatever on something totally off of reselling, I would do the same thing.
Yeah. Those videos that they're showing you how to fix something, they don't talk 20 minutes after they showed you how to fix it. I mean, the whole thing is they'll show you and then it's over. And I think that's smart. We need to have and for me, like our channel, that's what we're doing. Like the competition, I mean, that's awesome. We're doing yard sales, so somebody's watching a yard sale video and they're watching it through. Say it's a 20-minute video, and they see a few yard sales and we don't get anything, they're out. But if there's a competition, you know, they're going to wait to see who wins, Nikki T or Nikki T. So, you know, that's always that'll keep you hooked, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. I do want to say good morning to Delden, 9 Pound Hammer. Thank you so much for being here, Delden. Kim, good morning to you as well. Really appreciate you being here. Hello, Danica. I know we already greeted you, but I want to say hello again because I don't think I said hello. We got ATJH Travels, best traveling channel from Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I definitely think they had it right when they said edutainers, you know, a way to educate, but also make it fun where people want to stay engaged and
Definitely.
So
now, I don't want to chase this, rabbit too far, but I have noticed that there are some reselling channels that sort of take a negative slant. And to me, I mean, I promise you, there's so much negative going on in the world. I don't want to come to YouTube and get more of it. So, so we just want to keep things positive, even if things aren't good. I mean, I don't really want to come on YouTube and talk about negativity all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we want to make people smile and have a good time, and hopefully it'll be enjoyable enough for them to come back and watch more.
Yeah.
But there's so much negative in the world. I don't want to come and watch it for free. So.
For sure.
Yeah, unless it's me doing something boneheaded, trying to help someone not do the same mistake I did, or just something like that.
No.
That would be the only negativity I want. Or if my cells are suffering, I'm trying to figure out why. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the newest one for me.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we'll share mistakes and share things that problems. We want to do that, but I'm just saying, I'm not going to come over here on YouTube and talk junk about Nate or Anthony. I mean, it's like, I'm not going to share stuff. If I'm upset with somebody, I'm not going to come on. Even we had a buyer, and I shared some stuff with a buyer that I was frustrated. And when I went back and watched it, I still wanted to bring it to a conclusion like, hey, this happens to everybody. So getting mad and frustrated and upset is really not going to help anyone. So that was kind of the point that I was trying to make. Even though bad stuff happens, we can still smile through it. And because we're all dealing with the same stuff.
Like Sam says, be the white love you want to see in everybody else.
So,
I think you can be honest and transparent and show the downfalls and still do it in a way that you're not a curmudgeon.
Definitely.
Yeah, I'm 40 now. I'm going to be that old curmudgeon.
I'm not far behind you, man.
Yeah, that's Six Flags, man. They don't know about Six Flags.
The old man that used to be in the commercials.
Regional, maybe.
Oh boy.
I agree. Emily says yes, not mean spirited. I think there's a big difference in the two. We can talk about stuff that is not as good without being mean spirited. There's too much of that.
I do want to say good morning to Emily too as well, and also to sunny Las Vegas Thrifts. Thank you guys for joining us. Really appreciate it. Dave, I appreciate that, man. He said Anthony brings the fire from the pulpit. That's all Holy Spirit, because man, I don't have nothing to offer, but I thank the Lord that He will use me.
Anthony, I don't know if that's this way with you. Recently, of course, we've been doing all of our services online and just pre-recorded, and then last week we did a Facebook. But sometimes it's hard to get that fire when you're just there by yourself. And when there's people there, you sort of have the interaction and seeing people. So I am excited to preach before a congregation this Sunday. That's probably one of the best birthday presents. All the presents have been great and awesome, but I'm looking forward to that.
I'm gonna tune in because I could just imagine Rev getting all hype.
It is gonna be it's gonna be good. Yeah. I'm walking the whole time and moving, so get ready. It's like a tennis match. You'll be from one side to the other.
Yeah, I move a lot too whenever I preach. Emily said that she loves the positivity and support of this chat. And honestly, that's really a testament to you guys. You know what I mean? Like, me and Nate try to be as positive and supportive as possible, but like, you guys are amazing. Like, really, it's easy to be this way when you're around like-minded people who are awesome. But thank you.
This community does that for you. I mean, it's a whole lot more positivity. And I really, the cats that get on and they're upset, I mean, if they're sharing that, I can only imagine in their real life how much anger and hatred that they have going on. So I pray for them. I still try to love them and support them and encourage them. But that's just the way I think when I think about you two.
Yeah. I think this community, I think everybody has something to offer. So appreciate everyone.
Yeah,
definitely.
I mean, love them, support them when they succeed, be happy for them. If they fall a little bit, be there to help pick them back up.
Absolutely.
Except when they got big piles of cards and we ain't got any.
I have the occasional Zion in my box.
I think it's only because it's your birthday that he hasn't flossed on us yet this morning.
Right. He hasn't flashed. And usually he's got the spread.
He's like,
here it comes.
He's like, I can't floss on the man on his birthday.
I'll just show some doo-doo brown ones, that's all.
Yeah. 401k. Hey, I'm digging it, man. That's awesome.
It's okay, Nate. You can show the Zions. It's okay. Oh, there he is.
There's a little jaw, little Zion.
Yes.
Yep.
I've said a lot of things about the card game, and one of the things I said is, hey, I wouldn't send, for me, if I'm selling a card, I really don't want to wait and let it get graded. But Nate, like for what you're doing, if you're keeping the card, I think that's the best route to go, because get it put in a brick and get it graded, and then it can sit there and it's just going to gain money.
Yep, he doesn't know yet, but if we find some boxes and I pull one, we keep an old Zion. So we need to Zion.
Not only that, but like from the aspect of like even eBay auctions and buy it now, you can find some cards that either 9 or 10 for really cheap, and then put 10 or 20 bucks, depending on how you send it and all that. 10 or 20 bucks in a card. Next, you have a $200, $300 card. Like you can easily do that with a lot of different cards, especially with the new set with Zion and everything else. Like I just picked up 2 Kobe rookies, and it was from a collector that had them in the magnetic case the whole time. And those corners they look like mosaic corners. They're sharp. They look packed fresh. So I bought both of them, I think, for like $50. They're going for $300-$400 easy. For 9s, and then for 10s they're going for thousands of dollars. So it's like you always talk about the Baptist lottery. I mean, that's basically it.
Same thing.
Like getting that card. Now I'm gonna try and send those in, and if I hit, then I got couple $1,000 card. But if I hold it, because the Kobe is only going to increase in value. Zion could go down, it could go up. Luka could go down and go up. Like I just got a Trae Young fast break autograph. I got an auction for $60, and I'm gonna hold on with that with all my other Trae Youngs that I got, and basically till he hits either a mark where he's starting to become Luka, price range or higher, and then I'm either going to drop or hold depending on the player or what I feel, because it's a huge stock market thing. You know what I mean? It's all about the team and the health bug and everything else. Like if you can stay healthy and everything.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, Trae would be one I would gamble on. I mean, Trae Mendes, I think if he keeps scoring them in buckets, he's going to. I mean, and I'm a Hawks fan, so of course I'm watching him all the time. So I would say Trae would be one, and he's a good all around guy. So I think his personality will carry him,
Well, I think some, that have probably held on to some of their Jordans are glad they did now with that documentary that's come out. It's boosted his stuff, and Larry Bird's stuff is boosted, and just because of all the stuff that comes around. So, I mean, you got that cycle. If you're willing to hold it, you're probably going to hit again.
Yeah. Y'all don't know how sexy that is to hear my wife talking the card game. That is like,
I think I'm going to go now.
I picked up those 4 Jordans because they're one of the top 5 like high selling non-rookie Jordans that there are, and I got that for $11. Get those graded. That's a couple $100 a piece, depending on rank. So that's a lot of it. Just having knowledge, understanding what people want, going to the sold pages and really studying and just getting those things sent out and graded and then putting out, like for me to get 1,000 or 100 cards graded, that's $1,000. That's not chump change.
It's not. That's
right.
If I get some 10s in the right cards, now we're talking, $50 card into $350, $400 card easy by itself, and that's just one card. So
right.
I want to say thank you to Gary for the $2 super chat. He says happy birthday to Rev. I really appreciate that, man. Not necessary, but really, really appreciate it. Does help a lot.
Thank you, Gary.
Danica was asking Nate, how do you get them graded? Since you were kind of talking about the process of how it's going to be $1,000, you kind of want to just talk about, just for anybody that doesn't know how to grade a card.
There's a bunch of different grading companies out there. The 3 that I would choose from is either SGC, Beckett, or PSA. PSA is having a little bit of a lawsuit issue or of some allegations. So I might, unless it's like one of my top ones, like say a Kobe or something, I might not send that in right away because of that and just go with Beckett, because Beckett doesn't have any of that. And also they have a different grading system a little bit. They do a little more different. But basically what happens, you just send it in a package, you get it, you put cardboard on top of the cards, you put them in top loaders or like like these card savers. They look kind of like this. And you send those in and you basically just rubber band them and you send them in. And certain companies have certain timelines, like PSA is going to be the longest because they were shut down during the Rona. SGC is going to be the fastest, and Beckett, I believe, has a guarantee, but I don't know if that's still withholding because of the Rona. I haven't heard anything about.
I think even their guarantee is still a little bit behind. Like if you send it in for like the 30-day, sometimes it takes 60 just because they're backed up.
Right. So I was looking at things from like unless you pay for PSA's like silver membership for a year, it's like $59 for the year, I believe it is. Then you'll get deals to be able to send in bunches of cards, maybe some vintage cards or newer cards or non-sports cards and stuff like that. They'll do quarterly deals. So every quarter you can look and say, well, geez, I got 100, say, Pokemon cards I can get graded for $5 or $10. So what I do is I'll look and see what deals there are and what the prices are and what Beckett's doing. Like the one I seen that was cheapest without having to do like a membership and anything like that was Beckett by sending in 100 cards, and they would charge $10 a piece. They wouldn't do the subgrading, but they would at least do the normal grading. And then eventually they send them back. And then, now you either hold them or you sell them. I mean, it just depends on what you think, what you think most about it. But I've been looking at a lot of different cards, a lot of different companies, and Beckett at PSA is probably the top 2 I'd go with. SGC starting to gain momentum, but their cards for the most part aren't like their 10s aren't getting more than say PSA or Beckett, and most of it's because from a grading perspective and SGC kind of being the new dog in the game or newest dog in the game, they got some uptick from Gary V and a couple other people, I believe, to kind of promote them or give them praise, and their turnaround times are a lot faster. So if you're looking at something where you need it back because you definitely want to flip it, like say you don't want to hold on to Zion, you want to just hurry up and catch the hype and fly through it, and you're going to put them on eBay and sell them to a person like myself, I have no problem with that. Then you would probably go SGC, but if it's more of like an investment / we're going to wait and at least see a year what the cards kind of do, because they could basically double, triple, quadruple, depending on his season next year. So
yeah, I think what Blue Rhino is putting out is important to say too. I think the cost is based upon the grading and the value after grading of the card. So there's that riding scale that you actually have to know that you're on with a card. If you send a card in, you're not guaranteed that it's going to cost that $15 or $20. I mean, you may send it in, and when they grade it a 10, that card is going to be valued at the higher rate than what it was because the value of the card. So they get more if the card is more valuable. They actually get more money for the grading, but it's still okay. I mean, if they graded a 10 and it cost me an extra $100, I'm good. It goes. That extra $100 is going to gain me $1,000. So
it's in the case of like, say, a silver Zion. Like me and Nate were watching an auction last night, and the guy had a silver Prism Zion, and he was like, "Yeah, we'll start the bidding here at $2,800." And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm definitely not able to bid on that one." But, like, just like that's like the difference it can make getting a 10, especially with like a higher end card like a Zion rookie or a LeBron or something.
Yeah, it was a silver Prism, and it was the most popular Prism dunk pose that he was doing. So it's definitely one people want. But from what I've understood, and I watch, I subscribe to PSA Collector. He obviously sends cards in the PSA and stuff like that. The only thing that I think of, and I could be wrong because I'm kind of new to this. The only thing that I've seen that, like, if say you think a card's going to be worth $4.99 or above, like after it's graded, and say it's a 9 or 10, you think it's going to be. It's a little bump up because of insurance purposes, basically. Because they have to pay more insurance sending that card back to you, just in case, say, they're sending me 100 cards back. They can't just put priority $100 insurance on it, because if they would lose that package, man, they would be out of a lot of money, because now I'm coming after them because I had 100 cards that say are worth $200 a piece. That's a whole lot of money that I would just lost. So what they do is they insure the whole package for roughly X amount, and cover their basis on that as well. But I don't think it's that much of an uptick. But he even said if you think it's on one of those fringe cards where it could be worth over 500, or maybe it's just not, or maybe you could send it in as under $4.99. And if he has any problem, of course, if you send in, say, like a Tom Brady rookie, or a Pat Mahomes signature rookie, or whatever, or Zion signature rookie hollow, whatever, of course they might send it back and say, hey, you didn't pay enough for this, because it's blatant obvious that it is. But there's a lot of cards that will fall under that $4.99 or whatever.
Oh yeah.
So. Because you never know what they're going to come back graded as. You could just speculate and hope they come back as 10s, but
You're talking about, it's fun to watch people opening packs. I enjoy seeing these cats get in boxes coming back from PSA, and then they're opening the cases and actually showing their grades that they get back on the cards. And that's just as exciting to me to see a guy, I didn't know this is a 10, and then the disappointment when they think it's a 10 and it comes back an 8 or a 7, and they're great disappointment. But it's still fun. The card game all the way around is enjoyable.
Definitely. I've definitely jumped into buying, of course, a bunch of cards, and what I find a lot of people do, they'll sell the raw cards that are off-centered or just a little bit, going to be like a 9 or even an 8, and they'll get decent value for it raw, but there's a reason why they didn't send it to PSA. So if anyone's out there buying auctions and buying cards, be very conscious of the centering and the condition.
Yeah, that's another thing with PSA. They're so detailed about what they check for. Kind of prepare yourself that you may not get necessarily that 10 initially.
even fingerprints. I've seen a lot of cats open the cards and they're all fingery with them. I mean, there's a certain way to hold the cards when you're pulling them off, because even a fingerprint can take it from a 10 down to a 9.5 or a 9. So
definitely.
Yeah.
Hey Rev, are you still selling the Bowman 2020 boxes, or are they like kind of dropped off price wise?
Yeah, I've opened them. I've opened every one of those up, but they have dropped off tremendously from that first week. I mean, there's still some value there, but I don't think they're selling for nearly as much. There's still some value, but they're not going crazy.
Goomba said he's got 3 boxes and 22 cello packs to open. We're trying to figure out a date to do it live. Whew. Whenever you do it, Goomba, I'm gonna be there.
What's better than today, Goomba?
Right?
Yes.
I couldn't hold on to that many packs, man. There's no way I could just let them. I waited 2 days to do a live because I just couldn't do it because of stuff going on, and I was literally staring at him like, I'm gonna open them right now. Nah, I can't. I got to do that. You know what I mean? That's literally what I was doing the whole time.
Yeah.
It don't. They don't hardly get out of the bag in my house before this chick's in here to rip them.
She's, what you got there?
Yeah.
Right?
Nothing. Oh,
all the time.
When he's made me wait with those shows, we've had them stacked up behind us. I'm like, killing me. I can't. We got to open these boxes.
I feel the same way. Like there are sometimes like I just won't wait. I'll just be like, camera on, boom.
Yeah, that's how I am. He's like, we're gonna wait. I'm like, what do you mean we're gonna wait?
Yeah, the blaster boxes. Anthony, there's some that sold today like $22 plus $4.07 shipping. So
yeah.
I mean, their market value is retail value right now, basically.
Yeah.
Because after fees, I mean, he's barely going to be getting his money back.
Yeah, definitely.
I think for the most part, like with the mosaics being as crazy as they were, it was because the rookie class was so good in basketball and Zion, of course, and a lot of the collectors and even resellers like yours truly came out the woodwork and started buying cards and. Maybe the baseball, there's not that. I'm not a huge baseball fan, so I don't know, but maybe there's not that rookie card that's in there that's like a Mike Trout or something type of player that's going to crush the scene like Zion or Luka or was last year and stuff like that.
Bowman is kind of always behind because 2020 Bowman is going to put out minor league guys that are getting their first, like a rookie card in Bowman is Bowman First, which is their first professional card. Not even a rookie card. These are like minor leaguers. And in this box is Jason Dominguez, a Yankees draft pick. And that card, that's the card everybody's hunting for. And I mean, there's some great value if you get his. But outside of Robert Paulson and outside of Bobby Witt Jr., I mean, there's only like a handful of other guys that have any value in that set at all. So it makes it hard to find good cards outside of those few. So it's really a lottery ticket. So you can get boom or bust. I mean, you can get a box that you don't have $2 worth of cards in, or you can get a box that's got a $10,000.
We've talked about you get so many cards in those Bowman boxes versus what you get in the mosaics. I mean, if you think of how many you get in one box versus another. Yeah,
but 95% of the Bowman cards have no resale value at this point. But 5 years from now, some of those guys may turn into the Mike Trouts, and those cards may be uber valuable. So that's why I don't throw commons away. I don't throw any cards away. I've got boxes upon boxes.
That's smart.
Upon cases of boxes that I keep.
That's how you get the Pat Mahomes and the Giannis's and the Kawhis, because none of those guys are, were big time, when the cards came out. And, maybe 2 years from now, you go dig through some of them boxes and you're like, your Baptist lottery ticket blows up.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
I go about every 3 or 4 months. I'll go through my commons, and it may take me 4 or 5 hours, but sometimes I'll pull out 50 cards each time that now they have resale value.
Yep.
So
I'm say hi to LL Stash. Appreciate you being here,
Larry.
What's up, Larry?
Freddie says he's going to be in PA tomorrow. Definitely, man. We can probably set something up. I should be. I believe in the morning, me and Nate are going to hit some yard sales. At least we're going to try to. That's the plan.
That's the plan.
We can get it all together. We're going to do some yard sale collaboration. Which reminds me, I need to charge my GoPro. because like I ain't charged that thing in forever and a day.
That makes
I don't even know where my GoPro is, guys. How about is that?
I haven't do anything with my GoPro, and there it is over there. Yeah, a long time. So.
Yeah, so I need to dust that thing off. It's literally been months since I've used my GoPro. But luckily, I always have a camera on me, and iPhone is fantastic. So, oh man, Dan, you are too generous, my man.
Oh, wow.
Buy some cards, Dan the man. Appreciate you, man.
Buy some cards and share the love with Nate. Thanks for all you do for the community. Dan, thank you so much, man. Seriously, that is
That's
beyond
awesome.
nice of you.
Thank you for the birthday wish. No doubt.
We appreciate just the memes and stuff, man. That's
yeah, dude. Like just your friendship is enough. Like you, since you came in on the scene, Dan, like you've enriched the community so much.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for that, dude.
Dan is awesome.
He is, definitely. We'll definitely make it rain some cards Nate's way, and I'm gonna send some cards Rev's way. I might even send some cards Nikki T's way.
Oh boy.
So I'm curious, have you ever been a card collector, Nikki T?
I have not. I haven't actually. I've just listened and learned from this one over here, and the more I enjoy it though. I like learning about these cards and kind of finding that little niche in the cards.
I actually have a hobby shop that I purchased a lot of cards from, like before getting it at Walmart, and really probably within the last year we have been doing the Walmart thing. And when I first found the mosaics, I sent Anthony, I sent him a Instagram and was like, hey man, be on the lookout for these. And then after the video, it's like everybody's getting them. And I mean, that to me is awesome. I mean, the more people you have in, the cards are going to be out there no matter what. Somebody's going to buy them. So I'm just grateful that people in this community are going out and picking them up. I get to see what they find.
Yeah,
definitely.
So.
The question of the day I have for you is Nikki, have you always been okay with Rev's card collection, or if you were one of the ones like my wife would be? Like my wife's starting to get this way now because she sees so many envelopes come in the mail. Nate, seriously, like what is going on? Like I get one of those every once in a while when I get like a 10 package type day where it's like 10 like bubble mailers.
Honestly,
now I get a rebuttal, so you go first.
Honestly, I don't remember ever fussing about it. The cards. The carburetors, yes. I
think the whole resale game, there was a time that she didn't get it. It was kind of like, my goodness, you're spending all this money, and then when that PayPal value started, rolling, since then there hadn't been much conversation.
Yeah, I'm kind of hoping too that our kids are watching and kind of taking notes and realizing, hey, learning the value of the money, looking at costs, looking at, ROI, that kind of thing. And, taking notes so they're learning.
It's been great for us as a couple. We like to do things. We do things separate. We do things together. But the cards, of course, I enjoy opening packs and I enjoy selling the cards. But Nikki T, she really enjoys opening the packs. So man, it gives me joy. To buy the packs, to see her smile, and then we get to sell them. So it works out great for us. I'm glad she enjoys it.
Callie wants to know what you've learned from me now that I source with you.
Oh my, that's put me on the spot. Callie, James actually asked earlier if he needed to shave his head. James, I'll leave that up to you, brother. On the analytics, we're already at 4K. On the monetization, we are not. So by the end of the day, I'll do a screenshot of one of the two, and I'll let you be the one to determine it. I'd like to see James with a slick head, but that's just me. And I appreciate you doing that.
Yeah, I think that's...
What have I learned?
I don't know. What have you learned?
There's a lot. Like I learned a lot from my wife. I learned a lot of things that I shouldn't do, and a lot of things. Like this morning, I made a comment about a female at a yard sale, and I'm not gonna say what I said. We're not going there. But because it was of the female persuasion, I should have kept my mouth shut. So I learned that this morning, James. And but outside of that, clothing. There's some clothes I don't see value in. I don't see value in many clothes at all. But Brittany has brands. Nikki T knows the brand. So when it comes to the clothing, I will refer to Nikki T.
I think that's really awesome that she really hasn't given you any slack for the collecting / reselling of it. My wife's sort of the same way. More or less, when she questions it, it's more like she just wants to be informed of what's going on. What am I doing different? What's my thought of it? And then after I do that, 99.9% of the time, she's behind me as well. So it just makes it a lot easier from a home standpoint, a business standpoint, and a relationship standpoint, because any one of those can get off tilt, and then things can go get real crazy. So I'm glad that she's been pretty cool with you about that.
Well, he's always been, I have to give it to him, he's always been good about when we first got married, it wasn't really reselling like what we do now. He would invest in older cars. We would buy old Fords, the Fairlanes, the Galaxies, the Falcons, that kind of stuff, and he would fix them and resell them and would make money on them. I mean, that's a desired market. They are a desired item. So he's always been good at really reselling in that sense. He's always had an eye and a niche for being able to find things and actually make money off things. So I can't really complain too much.
Yeah, but there were times then, just like Nate said, there were times when I'd bring home this junker and she would think, there's no way.
Yeah.
But 5-6 months later, after putting blood, sweat, and tears in, I'm turning it and making 5,000 or 6,000.
We had one that turned into a cat house in our backyard. We had cats living in it.
I had one Fairlane that I sold to a guy, and I got a Chihuahua back for it. So that one didn't flip too well.
No.
Yeah.
So.
But that's cool. I think anytime that we keep our money separate, the business money and our money, so the money that comes in, if I make a bad buy, it really doesn't hurt the family. It just hurts the business side of things. And I've made bad buys, and I think we all have, and we kick ourselves for them. But I don't want to get in trouble for my bad buys on top of that. So that's why I don't spend any of the family money. It's just always reselling money.
Yeah. I don't even know the money is an aspect, but I think finding the balance too, because you can spend a lot of time sourcing, listing, everything for your stores on eBay or whatever platform you sell on, and it can get kind of off kilter with how much time you're spending actually in the business and how much you're spending outside of the business. So I think that finding that balance is an important aspect to it.
And we need to listen to our spouses when it comes to that. Because even in ministry, I mean, there was a time I was so far out of balance. Not saying ministry was a bad thing. It's not. It was good, but it was the job. And I was spending so much time. I wasn't spending time with the family. And I had to listen to my bride to tell me that. And sometimes they don't say it. You just have to listen and read around the corner. So I think in the reselling game too, I think it's wise to listen to our spouses and our kids. And if they need time, there's nothing out there that would be worth me purchasing that would cause me to lose my family. So I think it's wise to do that.
You had his dream car, Tom Cruise.
Oh my, 63.5 Ford Falcon Sprint would be. I would zero out the business account to get that car. It's a sweet one, no doubt. I've owned the 63.5 Falcon, but I've not owned the Sprint. I've actually owned two 63.5 Falcons and sold them both when we went to Alaska. When we went from here to Alaska, sold my cars. So.
Awesome though, man. That's really cool that you've had several of those like older cars and stuff like that. Do you still like do anything with cars at all, or do you kind of focus more on like
when I came back, we're living in the Pastorium here, and the last church in Georgia, we were in the Pastorium and had a big yard, a big back area. I've got room here, but it's just so much easier for me. I was doing the carburetors, and that was like a small car. I would restore those. And I mean, it's great money, but it just takes so much time. I mean, it's 8 or 10 hours in each carburetor. So for me, I just like this part of the reselling game now, that I don't have to get dirty. I can go buy it, put it in a box and sell it. And I don't have to, if somebody calls right now and I have to go for the ministry, I don't have to worry about getting a shower and cleaning it up and doing this. I can just head out the door. When it comes to working on a car or something like that, I mean, there's a whole lot more lag time that if somebody needs me, I mean, I can't show up to the hospital or to somebody's home with grease all over me most of the time. I would if it was a necessity.
Now, if we come across that 65 Ford Mustang Shelby Fastback.
Had one of those? No, I hadn't had them.
We'll be sitting in the driveway with Nikki T on the bumper.
Yeah. I would still love to have like my personal car to have like one old car to work on. But it takes a lot of time. I don't know if y'all watch Curiosity Inc. He's a guy in Canada. He's in Alberta, Canada. But he has an antique resale business that he does. And he goes and buys cars and he restores cars on the side. So that's a neat channel. That's sort of something that if we had a bunch of money and a bunch of time, that would probably be in our business model too.
Yeah, I can imagine. Good morning, Craig. Appreciate you being here, my man.
Hey, Craig, I beat you again today. Point to me.
Yeah, he was here way before you today, Craig. You're slacking, man. Looks like he's got a decent photo shoot or something.
Now I know if Rev ever comes to Pennsylvania, I got a little car project for him if he ever comes up this way.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, throwing a motor in that car, if you could find the motor, it would be it could be some work, but I know it'd be good to find one and have somebody to help you put it in.
Yeah, that's a project for me now. That's like my when I get time or find someone to do it type thing, because I'm not a car guy. To be honest, I could probably change my oil. That's about it. So I'm more the electronics type of a guy. So I wish I was at this point, because doing an engine definitely is going to cost some money and a lot of labor. That's for sure.
I mean, it depends on the value of the car. I would almost want to go to a junkyard and find one that's been rear-ended. Because if they've been rear-ended, more than likely the car was moving, so the motor was working. And, you can pick up some motors like that and throw it in the car, and that gets you another $100,000. Because if you rebuild the motor or have somebody rebuild it, I mean, you're going to have to get, to me, you'd have to get 200,000 miles out of it to get your money back.
Yeah, definitely.
I think when I got a quick quote from my car guy that used to fix my cars and stuff like that, he told me I think $1,500 for a used junkyard motor or something like that. So
wow.
And then I doubt that altogether for everything that had to get done with the car, which is like the basic maintenance and the motor, was like going to be like $4,000 altogether to get everything done.
Wow. Yeah.
So I mean, that's based. It's worth $7,000. I owe some money on it, so it's like one of them things where I'm basically married to this thing to the end now until I pay it off. And
yeah. Yeah. Well, I hope you figure that one out. Shane mentioned about hiring our kids. We already have hired our kids. We feed them every day. So because they partake food, if I need them to carry a box, they carry boxes. Yeah, I'm just kidding with that. We don't. Our kids aren't our little assistants. But yeah, I think that's smart. There's going to come a time that we're already, our kids are opening boxes of cards, and then I'll buy the cards back from them for however much value. And that's cool. Sort of what we do for allowance. I'm going to give them the money anyway. They're my cards. I paid for them, but it just shows them that there's value in things, sometimes even more than what they think. Yeah. So we're trying to teach them their.
One's soon to be 14 and one is 12.
Yeah. So they're getting to that age where they're going to want automobiles, and they already have cell phones and want to have money. So I'm hoping it would be awesome if they get in the reselling business and want to help out some, taking pictures or something like that.
I want to say hi to Adam. Thank you so much for being here, Adam.
Hey.
Victoria in the house. What is up?
Yeah, she sang me a happy birthday song. She didn't want to do it, what was it, Marilyn Monroe style. She said she couldn't sing to a preacher like that. But the happy birthday that we got was very sufficient. So we thank you very much.
And Victoria's another one that can sing. Her and Dana both. They can sing.
Yep.
You know who else is really good at singing in the resale community?
Oh, isn't Thrift Beast? Yes.
Yeah. Canadian Idol over there.
Yep.
Now that our services are going to be streaming live, y'all might even get a Rev song. we have once, I guess once every couple of months, they have us for special music. So when that comes out, it will be YouTube Gold.
Nice. Dave just got a Jason Dominguez. That's awesome, man.
Awesome.
Yeah, any Jason Dominguez card has value, so that's awesome.
Yeah, you should see Dave's collection, man. Like, I feel like if my mansion in heaven that the Lord has provided for me, knowing that I love cards, he's probably gonna put a card room like Dave has in there. It is, oh my god, like his collection is so cool, man. Like,
wow.
What's up, Tommy? Bargain Effective.
Hey,
Good to see you, man. Maggie Doodle, good morning to you. Appreciate you being here as well.
Hey, Maggie.
What's up, Maggie?
If I ever miss anybody, feel free to yell at me because I definitely want to make sure you guys are all involved in the show because without you guys being here, the show's not fun.
Yeah. I think the master of the roundhouse said she misses singing in church choir. And that's one of the things we're not going to be able to have church choir, not going to be able to have Sunday school because of the inability to distance yourself, starting off at least. So we're going to miss that too.
Definitely. Are you guys able to have your entire congregation come to church, or are you like
we have blocked off every other pew? We have a balcony. Our sanctuary has a balcony area, so we blocked off every other pew on the rows. And we're going to ask just people to sit with who they come with, and then stay at least 6 feet distance from everyone. We really don't know. We don't know if everybody came back. We probably couldn't seat everybody. But right now, that would just be a good problem for us to have. Because we're going to open up the balcony. We usually don't have people sitting in the balcony. So that's going to open up. So there'll be more seating area to kind of spread out. So that's what we're going to hope that we'll have the maximum while still doing the social distancing.
Yeah.
For anybody that is interested, now that you've said you guys are streaming your services, what's the easiest place for anybody here to connect with your church?
Yeah, just go to my personal Facebook page. Every Sunday morning, I share on our Facebook page our church page. And because of that, we put it on our church page, and then we have so many people that share it. So if you just want to friend me on Facebook, you'll be able to connect with what we put out every Sunday morning. That's probably the best way. Porterdale Baptist Church is the church page as well, and you're more than welcome to go and like that page, and it comes out on it every Sunday morning.
Yeah, my wife already knows. There's one Sunday we're going to be there with you guys in person.
Man, that is going. We're looking forward to it.
Yeah. I'm gonna wait till the whole Corona thing's over because I'm gonna give you guys a big hug. I'm a hug.
I'll take it, man. Yeah, we'll bathe in alcohol after that. I was like getting in that Picksburgh.
Yeah.
I'll use soap and deodorant that morning too.
One of the positive things that come out of this too, though, is our church, and I love our church to death, but we were kind of, when it comes to a lot of technology, kind of in the Stone Age. Yeah. And I think this was the push that was kind of needed to say, hey, the technology thing is not a bad thing. It's actually, we're reaching a lot more people via technology than we ever would have in the building.
Absolutely.
On a Sunday morning. So I think it's we're going to keep it. We like it.
Yeah.
So
one thing I like, because I like to do several different churches, you know what I mean? Because like I have friends that have churches, then I have like ministries that like I've fed myself with for a long time, like Elevation Church with Pastor Stephen. I watch them every Sunday, and I'm part of their like Pennsylvania chapter of their like EFAM. And I think that just watching the way they do church, it's like you don't have to be in Charlotte, you don't have to be in one of their physical locations. They consider the people that tune in like they give them a full experience. Like, since I'm part of their Pennsylvania chapter, I can actually like sign up to like volunteer in the online experience, like greeting people or like doing different things and stuff. So it's like, it's really cool how they're starting to like integrate it to where church is going to people rather than people having to, take that first step to the church, So like,
we know the church for so many years have been closed up in a building, and we you know, I'm coming 3 years in as pastor, and this church has had one pastor, our pastor, the only pastor I've ever had for 30 years. So of course they have sort of an older mentality of the way things are done. And he was an awesome pastor. I love him. He's was my spiritual father. But that's one of the things we're doing is kind of pushing that agenda to get the church outside of the building. And God's blessed it. I mean, it's been awesome. But yeah, projection. We got money for projection. That'll be a first time. And then we're going to do a computer with the cameras and streaming.
Question for you, Rev.
Yeah.
You said you have money for projection.
Yeah.
Do you not have projection?
We do not have a projection at this time. I have my projector that I purchased for the church, and we used it. But we are having to, if you ever, on Sunday, when you look at the church, you'll see behind me, there's the baptistry that's up high directly behind me. And then on each side, we're going to have two projectors just projecting on the wall, and then one on the back of the church.
So then you need one more.
Yeah, so so we're getting that done. The money's pretty much there. We just want to make sure we get the right company at this time to come in and do it right.
What if I told you that I know a guy named Jesus who loves you a whole lot, and because it's your birthday and he wants to make it special, somebody might have upstairs in his bedroom a really expensive projector that was actually from my church. It was the projector that we used in our sanctuary before we added TVs and stuff. So if you would receive it, I would gladly send that to you for free.
Oh my, yeah, we would
donate it to you, your church, whatever you want to do.
Well, we'll make, I guarantee you, we'll make use of it. And if you donate it to the church, we'll send you a value receipt back that you'll be able to use for the donation. So we appreciate that. I
just want to see you guys blessed. That's all. So
we
don't worry about anything.
We'll put it to use, no doubt. We thank you a bunch.
Happy birthday.
Thank you, man. That's amazing.
I'll send you cards too. So
yeah. Well, I'll throw some Hawks in there with it as well.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good idea.
Yeah. We're hoping that we can keep moving this technology forward. I think it's a really good thing.
Yeah.
For sure.
Nate, hold the fort a minute.
Holding the fort.
Nate and Zion got this fort.
Man, I think I heard Picksburgh run. Did y'all hear those footsteps in the background?
I think I heard that might have been my kids upstairs.
Okay. I was just trying to visualize Anthony running. That would be cool.
I just saw Emily said something about TikTok. I actually just got TikTok, and I got it because my daughter has it, and I put the whole parental thing on hers because she's still 12, and but she mentioned somebody being a TikToker for the church. I haven't thought about that.
Yeah,
and I've got to learn that. I've got to learn that out.
Nikki T could TikTok our church. That would be epic.
That's the one thing as like me doing this part-time, like social media, and like I follow a bunch of different people that always talk about growing your social media and just kind of getting yourself out there, and like TikTok is definitely one of the good ones to, especially one of the newer ones to try and do. My wife she probably watches videos probably 6 hours a day, especially when the kids go to bed. She's always on there watching because there's just all types of short clips and videos and different things that they do, and it's pretty cool. And I know Emily does. She does some of those, and then she'll put them on Instagram. So I mean, you can even do TikTok content and just spread it on the platforms. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Get thing out there.
I'm out of breath now.
Yeah.
I was excited. I wanted to show you guys.
Oh my gosh.
Oh wow! Thank you very much. We will. We'll put it to use.
Most definitely.
It has like a remote control and stuff.
Oh.
Yeah.
You can like keep that right in your pulpit or something, or like as you can see, like it's practically.
Oh wow.
Dang.
Yep. Cat cam.
She said, "I want the box."
She said, "Nobody ain't getting that. Nobody ain't seeing that either. I'm just gonna plop right here. They're gonna see my hairy booty.
I know.
We're not talking about Nate's.
Our cat a minute ago was attacking this. Our cat decided she didn't like the foam head.
The alien head.
Matthew said cat not included.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep the cat. Yeah, I'll get that sent out in the mail today for you guys.
That's amazing.
Oh man, we appreciate that. We will we'll put it to use, even if the sanctuaries. We'll find the use. We've been talking about even our youth area. We need to have something set up, so we'll put it to use somewhere.
Yeah, definitely.
And when you come, you'll be able to see it.
Awesome. I look forward to it.
Yeah.
And we might have to go get some of that meat together.
Yeah, I'm ready, man.
We can do Fogo for sure. You never turn down Fogo.
Yep. Awesome. Well, I think we're going to start winding down, but guys, in the description down below, I have Rev's channel. So if you would go subscribe to him, it would mean a lot to me. Rev and Nikki, like their channel is literally one of my favorite channels on YouTube. You won't find two more encouraging, awesome people. So that's why we had to celebrate them today. You know what I mean? Like they're worthy of the celebration. So
hey man, we appreciate that. We love you both. We y'all are our Picksburgh family. We every morning, if I'm not on, Nikki T is. So we love the show.
Sure.
Yeah, I appreciate all the support you guys have shown. It's been amazing.
Definitely.
But I hope you have an amazing, happy birthday, and may God richly bless you. And thank you, everybody that's here. Anything you want to say, Nate?
Just have a great weekend, and hopefully we'll see some pre-recorded content from yours truly and Picksburgh coming up shortly.
What? My hair's like, oh. You're supposed to bring me live.
Hey, Mama.
Hey, you popped in while we were still on. I thought you wanted to wish a happy birthday to the man.
Well, okay, Rev, this is probably a happy birthday you've never heard. Have a happy birthday, filled with love and good cheer. On this special day, I'd like to say good luck throughout the whole year. May your wishes be fulfilled. May all your dreams come true. Have a happy birthday. That's what I'm wishing for you.
Oh my God, that was awesome.
Mama, we thank you so very much for that. You're welcome to sing special music anytime.
I just ran up the basement stairs like a minute ago. I don't have my lungs back. My hair's all.
That was great.
Good morning to Destiny. Thank you so much for being here, Des.
Happy birthday, Rob. I love you. Love you, Nikki.
Love
T.
you too.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Be
All
careful with that TikTok, Nikki, because there are areas of that TikTok that are very dangerous and very inappropriate.
Oh yeah. Well, I have it set for on my end now. They allow you to set parental restrictions for children. So I actually have all her stuff monitored where a certain thing she can't even see, and I can actually even set a time limit. So I can cut her off.
Good, because it's like my TikTok is all it's all preaching, it's all cows, and it's all pit bulls.
Yeah.
Oh, did you get the pity, by the way?
Doodoo Brown.
What's that, honey?
Did you take the dog? Did you get the baby?
No, we didn't. No, I prayed on it, and it's not the right time.
Yeah.
And if I took every dog that came my way that had the need, I'd already have a kennel.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We're the same way. We if I had all the money and the Lord gave me the money that we needed, we would have an animal farm full of animals.
Cats, dogs.
This is my dream. If I win the lotto, or I'm sorry, if Tom wins the lotto, because I don't play the lotto, but if Tom wins the lotto, this is what I'm doing with my half. I am building the largest no-kill shelter for dogs and cats. And then along with that, I'm building a giant housing community for, like apartments and stuff for homeless people
That's awesome.
that can live there, earn a living, taking care of the animals.
That's awesome.
That
Yeah.
was
That's
So
amazing.
I'm solving the pet problem, and I'm helping with the homeless situation, because there's two things that I always worry about when it rains, when it storms. And I'll get emotional about it because I do really worry. I worry about the homeless in the winter in the bad weather, and I worry about the animals in the winter in the bad weather. And that would solve two problems, at least a chunk of it, you know?
Yeah.
So if we were ever to come upon that much money, that's what I would do. That's my dream. That's my dream.
Awesome. That's amazing.
Thank you so much, Blood Sweat Cell, for $2 super chat. Definitely not expected, but super appreciated. It says, God bless all, and hi to Nikki T.
Hey, Leroy.
Well, we love y'all. I think we're about to go hit more yard sales before they shut down.
That's what I'm about to do too, because I'm done packing. But I definitely appreciate you guys. Again, I do want to wish you a happy 40th birthday. And we will be back on Monday on Nate's channel. Tomorrow, I'm going to have a pre-recorded video on my channel, and let's just say I do something kind of unusual in it. So you guys are probably going to want to check it out. But I will be meeting up with Nate tomorrow to do some yard sales, so you'll see some collaboration videos from the two of us coming out too soon. You know. But we'll see you later, guys. Make sure you sub to Rev, sub to Mama, sub to Nate, and we'll see you later, guys.
Hi.
Bye, guys.
This is y'all.